So let's imagine we're playing against a player that likes to play really close to the baseline, and they're pretty slow. They don't move very well. Would you guys say that a down the line shot could work really well against them? Yeah, okay. So if I'm going down the line here, where would you say would be a good part of the court to go down the line from? Would I want to go, let's say I'm receiving a deep ball that's pushing me back from here. Would this be a good ball to change direction and go down the line? Or would it be better if I can get a ball where I can cut it off and I get inside the baseline? Would this work better to go down the line against them? The shorter one here? Okay. So what we're going to do here is you guys are going to make a call based on the ball that you get. Okay, so if you get a ball that's deep here and I get pushed back behind the baseline from here, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to make a call, and I'm going to keep the direction cross court. Okay, I'm going to recover back here. But if I get a ball where I can get inside the baseline, I'm going to say yes. Now, if I say yes here and I'm inside the baseline, we said this could be a good ball to change direction, especially if I'm comfortable with it here. I'm getting it slightly above the height of the net. That could work well to get the ball past them there quickly there. Okay, but let's say I say yes here, I get inside, but I'm not comfortable. Let's say it's a ball that's lower here, it's trickier to deal with. Could this be a good ball to keep the direction, go back cross court? That could be good, right? It's the lower part of the net there. Okay, and then I'd recover back off of it here. Okay, so what we'll do is if I get, you guys tell me what I'll call. If I get a ball like this, would I say anything here? Wouldn't say anything, and I go where with it? Cross court. And if I get a ball inside the baseline, what am I going to say for it? Yes, and yes, I have the option. I could go down the line, like we said, especially if we're comfortable, that could be good. We also could choose to go cross court if we feel that ball's better. Okay, but wherever we choose to go, if my ball goes cross, I got to get back to here before the second bounce. If my ball goes down the line, normally in a game, I've got to get all the way over to this yellow line here, but we'll say we just got to get back to the center because there's going to be somebody on this side here, and we'll get there before the second bounce. Okay, same thing on the back end. So we'll get one person here, one person here. One person will be looking to plug into the forehand here as soon as there's an opening. Backhand, if I get pushed back, won't say anything. I'll keep the direction cross. If I can get inside, I'll say yes. And then from here, same thing. That could be a good time to go on the line. Unless there's a reason, maybe it's a trickier low ball there. Could be better to keep the direction. And I got to recover before the second bounce. Okay? We're going to get 4 balls. After you get the 4th shot, Kalia, you'll go to Luke's spot. Luke, you'll come out there. And Addison, you'll take Kalia's spot. Okay, so show me where we're going to start. Let's start from behind the yellow line there. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Pretty good. Where do you got to recover to? Don't say anything. Yeah, and then see if you can get behind that ball there to pull it cross if you can, if it's deeper. Yeah, that one, could you get inside the baseline though? Maybe not quite there, right? Let's say the ball's like this. Good choice. And where do you got to recover to? Good job. Not bad, not bad. So you can get around it maybe a little bit more there. Yeah, good choice though, good try. See if you can still recover off it even if you miss it. Not bad, not bad. That one, can you get inside the baseline for it? Yeah, see if you can make the yes call nice and loud if you can here, if you're inside. Step down, not bad. All right, let's go one more. Good choice. Were you trying to go cross with that one? Not bad, not bad. Pretty good there, nicely done. All right, we'll switch here. All right, we'll say this ball's Kalia's. Here we go, Kalia. Is that a yes? Good stuff. Was that a yes? Were you inside the baseline though? Yeah? Okay, you ready? Stuff. Good try though. Here we go. Nice job. Pretty good. Here we go. Come on, come on. Not bad. Here we go. Good try, good try. Here we go. Yeah, not bad. Here we go. Yes, very nice. All right, let's switch. We'll say this one's going to be Addison's here. All right, here we go. Not bad. Good choice, though, to keep the direction. Maybe just a bigger target with it. That's nice there, Luke. Pretty good. Maybe just a bigger target with it. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, good stuff. Here we go. Yeah, were you able to get inside for that one? Yeah. That's not bad. Good try, good try. Yes, say yes there if you can get inside for it. That was nice. Yes, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, we'll switch. This ball's going to be Luke's here. Here we go, Luke. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, so you can get that one crossed though if you're behind the baseline. Yeah, not bad. Say yes if you're inside. Yes, we're going to recover too. Yeah, might have to go if you're going down the line from there too. You might have to take bigger crossover steps to get back off the down the line. That was good though. All right, here we go. Not bad, not bad. That one there, do you think you could have got inside the baseline for it? Maybe? Not bad, not bad. Yeah, pretty good. We'll go one more. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. So if this is the baseline and I get a ball kind of that's higher, but let's say it's pretty slow there. Let's say it's a bit of a weaker ball. Could I, if I take this one on the rise, could I get inside the baseline on it? I could, right? Either or. Okay, let's switch here. Okay, you guys be the judge here. Not bad, pretty good there. Was that a yes? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, good choice there. Way to take it on the rise. Nice, nicely done. Was that inside? That's pretty good. Boom, boom. Yes, ready to recover too. Not bad though, good try. All right, let's switch here. Okay, here we go. Could we get, maybe Kalia, can you grab the balls here real quick here? All right, here we go. Deep ball, not bad. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. It's not bad, here we go. That's good stuff. Heads up. Here we go. Nice choice, way to go. Yes, way to go. If you can recover back off of it. Ready, here we go. Let's maybe do a switch here. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Not bad. Nicely done. All right, we'll get Khalid to come in here. Yeah, good try though. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, way to go. Yeah, was that a yes there? No, didn't feel like you get inside, okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, good choice. Can you recover off of it? Not bad. We got to recover to. It's down the line. Yes. Ah, it's a good try though. Not bad. Is that a yes? You're inside? Try, good try. Here we go. How about on this one? Yes, heads up. Very nice. Way to take that one on the rise there from inside the baseline. Okay, so what's going to happen here, guys, is we're going to have the challengers are going to be on that side. The king or queen will be on this side. I'm going to feed from the baseline here, okay? I'm going to start it off in our cross-court rally here. Okay, so if Addison here, she can do the same thing when we go to play points. If she feels like she can get inside the baseline, she's going to say yes, okay? But if she can't get inside the baseline, that means she has to go where? Where would be a good direction to change it or keep it? Be better to keep it, right? If you're behind the baseline. All right, so let's say the feed comes from me here. Okay, here we go, Addison, if we're in the cross-court rally here. And she keeps it, perfect. And then from there, we can play out the point. Okay, we play it out there. Okay, so we'll say from that side there, the challengers, you got to win 2 in a row to get to the king or queen side here. Okay, maybe let's have Kalia. Do you want to stay as the queen? And we'll get Luke if you want to start on that side there. Okay, so they've got to win 2 in a row to bump this person out. If they only win 1 or less, the other person takes their spot. Okay, that's a good position. Now let's say from this side, if it's deep, we know where he has to go with it, right? If he's behind the baseline. But what if he says yes and he gets inside? Can he go either direction? Yeah. He could there, right? So for us, if I'm usually standing about here, but down the line there, it's a short distance there if he's inside the baseline especially. What if I backed up a step or two? That way I've got more time to defend off the backhand there if he goes down the line. Or if he goes cross court, I'll have to cut it off. Does that make sense if you're back farther? So pick your position based on whether he's behind the baseline or inside. You ready? Here we go. It's behind. Here we go. It's out. Okay. All right. So you get to stay on here. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Same thing. Let's see where he is on this one. Boom, boom. We got to recover too. Boom. Oh, bad luck. All right. That's 2. So you get to come to this side. That was a good inside out forehand. Okay. I think you're on here, Addison. Okay, so 2 in a row to get to the king or queen side. All right, yes, if you can get inside here. Don't say anything there if you can't. All right, you ready? Let's read whether she gets inside the baseline or if she stays back. Yeah, just long though. Okay, we'll say get a redo there. You can get a redo there if you want. Okay, you ready? Here we go. All right, where does she have to go? Boom, boom. Yeah, bad luck, bad luck. All right, so we'll say one for Addison there. All right, you ready? Here we go. Ah. Did you feel like you were inside the baseline there? Maybe? Okay. Because my whole goal, yes, you're the queen. Which would give me more options, guys, if I'm behind the baseline or inside? Sorry? If I can get inside, yeah, obviously if it's a deep ball and I can't, but anything that's weaker there, if I can move up to it there, that can be a good shot for down the line, or I can go cross there if I want as well. I get both options there. Okay, you ready? Here we go. All right, so same thing. We know where she's got to go if she's behind the baseline, but if she's inside, if she says yes, she can go anywhere. It's defense. It's nice. Good try, though. Good try. That was nice. Okay, here we go. Try, though. Good try. Okay, let's say if the feed is coming from here. Where would you want to be? Okay, here we go. We're trying to change direction there? Kind of. So if you can get inside the baseline, say yes, you get the option. But if it's behind there, let's say we'll keep the direction. Right? Let's say I could go anywhere from here. Let's say about there is good. Unlock. Okay, let's get a switch here. Okay, same thing if I'm feeding from here. Yeah, good defense there. Okay, then whatever you pick there, if you want to take on the rise, but if you feel like you're unsure, it's always safer there. You can let it bounce there. Okay, one for Luke here. Ready? Here we go. Boom. Good try, though. Good try. All right, we got Kalia up here. All right, let's read this one here. Here we go. Did you feel like you're inside the baseline, though? Yeah, so as soon as you feel like you can get inside the baseline, say yes. Yes gives you the ability to go anywhere there, just like you did there. That's a good shot to go on the line. You can run around it as well. All right, let's say I can feed it anywhere. Where would you want to be positioned if I could feed it anywhere from here? Okay, here we go. Bad luck. Okay, here we go. Ready? Now, if it's a short ball here, Luke, would you say the shortest distance is if I cut this ball off? And then if I could step down with this leg there, almost like I'm stepping into it to body check it, bang, and I can bring the left back leg through there, or lift up the back heel for it there. Okay, and you can go anywhere if you're inside the baseline. Good try though. Was it good or long? It was out. Okay, so you get that point there? Okay, you ready? Could go anywhere from here. Okay, you be the king there. If we were getting into a baseline rally, let's say we're going cross court here with it there. If I get a pretty deep ball, so here's the baseline, and I'm pushed back behind the baseline here, we better to change the direction or keep the direction? Keep it. But if I get inside the baseline, like we said, this could be a good ball, especially if we're comfortable to go where with it? Down the line. We could go down the line with it there. Does that make sense there? That's the shortest distance to go past them, especially if I'm inside. But if it's more awkward or trickier to deal with there, maybe that could be a ball there to keep it crossed there with it. All right, good practice here today, guys.